What is the most intuitive thing you've made 3D printing?
Intuitive?
Intuitive.
I don't know if that's the right word you want to use there. We could, that I have ever made. I'm usually challenging the students to make things. This is a pretty intuitive, pretty intricate piece. This is a students were challenged to make a GoPro mount that could be raised up a sailing mast. So it had to connect to a rope and then be pulled up the mast, and also it had to have the GoPro mounts on it. And then it had another piece that would go up, so it would go up and it hit the crossbar, and then it anchored and still held the GoPro camera in place. So this is pretty complicated. Actually,
Can we film that?
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys can take the. Yeah, you can film this. You can do all these components. You can dig through here to find these. Yeah, I guess that's probably some of the more intricate things that we've built.
Cool.
Okay.
And what is the most commonly printed thing in this school?
It's commonly printed thing
Is
in
there
this
something that a lot of people print, or
Well, I mean, if you're just going to straight numbers, I'll answer the question that you asked. The students that take engineering design will build DC motors, and so all of the motors require one or two bearing supports. So each student would make one of those. So every student that's taken that class has built a bearing support. So based on numbers alone, a motor bearing support is the most common thing made on campus. But I wouldn't say that's true for life in general.
how long have you personally been using a 3D printer and just using one?
So Mr. Milstead, who you should probably chat with, he got one on campus probably 5 or 6 years ago. And he had one. It was kind of crappy. And then we got another one that was slightly better. And then we learned a lot about 3D printing just by using ones that didn't work that well. And then that motivated us to get the versions that we have now. So now we've got, I think there's 8 of them, maybe 10 or 8 to 10 on campus. So I guess I've been using 3D printers regularly for 6 years.
How do you think 3D printing has evolved since you were introduced to the technology?
It's gotten more reliable. So 3D printers, there's something you should read about called the RepRap. I think it is REPRAP, I believe, RepRap. The idea was you'd make a printer that could print other 3D printers.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anything else? Yeah, so there's components like motors and stuff.
Can we take